Lizzie, it's been a while.
Huh? Is this Rachel? Wow, no kidding. It really has been a while. Did you want something?
I see you're just as disingenuous as usual.
Whoa, what's with you all of a sudden? Is that seriously how you talk to someone you haven't seen in 5 years after messaging them out of the blue? Just because we were pals back in college doesn't mean you get to be disrespectful towards me. There are such things as manners, you know? We're not kids anymore either. To think you're a fully grown adult and still don't even know the meaning of basic decency yet?
You've got some nerve. Who are you with right now?
Huh? I'm on my own, you psycho. What's with the interrogation, detective?
Playing dumb isn't going to get you anywhere. I've been doing some digging. I know everything.
Huh? Digging into what? What do you know?
You might not have noticed, but there's a camera in that bedroom and I can see it in real time using an app on my phone.
A camera?
Seeing you guys smooch in my bedroom like that is making me want to vomit, so would you mind cutting it out?
Oh, I see. So, so mine and Donnie's steamy romance is out of the bag? Oopsie, I'm such a minx. What did I go and do?
Yes, and I'm pleased you accepted. There's no use denying it anymore. Now, if you wouldn't mind, hurry up and get the hell out of my mansion pronto.
Huh?
Given the situation, I'd be super grateful if you could do me a favor and take that scumbag traitor Donnie with you while you're at it.
What the heck are you talking about? Why would I do something like that? Don't talk crazy. The only one who needs to get out of this mansion is you.
Why?
Think about it. If mine and Donnie's secret is out, you guys are pretty much definitely gonna get a divorce now, right?
Right. Of course, I have no other choice. Divorce is the only option.
Well, that means that as of today, this mansion officially belongs to me and Donnie. Woohoo! I can't wait to start our new life together without having to worry about being found out. It's like a huge weight just got lifted off my shoulders. I'm actually glad.
Whoa. Slow down a sec there, Roadrunner. What exactly gives you the impression that mansion belongs to you all of a sudden?
I mean, duh, like, obviously it does.
I'm sorry, hun, but you are dead wrong.
But don't get the wrong idea. This was never about the money. Me and Donnie are truly in love with each other. It's just a coincidence that I ended up getting this mansion as a fortunate side product of our love, so don't go thinking I had my sights on it from the get-go or anything like that, because I didn't.
So you're saying you didn't get your claws into my husband for his money?
Right, exactly. Now, listen, Rachel, since I have a big heart, I'll kindly allow you some time to get your belongings together before I ban you from the place forever. But you better get a hurry on, because I want you and all of your things gone by the end of tomorrow. Hang on a sec. So, get this, Rachel. A letter came today. Do you know what it was? I think you know what it was. The compensation documents. 20,000 each from both me and Donnie. 40,000 in total. Wow. Are you really sure this is all you're gonna ask of us? I was convinced after dropping down in status to a pitiful brokey after taking the financial hit of the divorce, you were sure to try and rinse us for as much as humanly possible. I can't tell you how surprised I was when I opened the envelope and realized how easy you're going on us. My jaw almost hit the floor.
That's the amount me and my lawyer decided on after a lengthy discussion. The payment instructions are written on the documents. I'd like it sooner rather than later, please.
Yeah, whatever. A measly 40K is chicken feed for Donnie. He'll barely even notice the difference in his bank balance, and obviously I won't notice at all because he's gonna pay my share.
Chicken feed? Wow, it's all right for some, huh? It must be so nice to be that well off.
Why are you acting all surprised all of a sudden? You know better than anyone just how rich my man is.
The divorce papers?
Huh?
I left them with Donnie along with my lawyer's business card when I came to collect my belongings.
Oh, you mean those papers on the living room table? What about them?
Would you mind asking Donnie to get them filled in and sent to the address on my lawyer's business card as soon as possible?
If you're so worried about time, wouldn't it make more sense to fill them in yourself first? What a dummy you are!
I'll only be filling in my half when every last cent of the compensation I'm asking for has been paid in full into my bank account.
Oh, so that's how you're playing it, huh? If you tell me your address, I'll get him to send them to you.
I'm doing this through my lawyer precisely because I don't want to be directly involved with you, and I definitely don't want you knowing where I live. Take a hint.
Geez, touched a nerve, did I? I guess you're too ashamed to tell me your address because $150 a month cockroach-infested hellhole is probably the best you can afford now, isn't it, you poverty-stricken loser? Whatever, princess. Have it your way. I guess I can't hold not wanting to be seen in the depths of poverty after having lived at large in a big, luxurious mansion for so long. Jeez, Rachel, I almost feel sorry for you. Your pride must be at rock bottom. Sorry for not realizing what a sensitive issue asking for your address would be. I'll be more thoughtful in the future, princess.
Are you quite done? Just pay me my compensation as soon as you can. And see to it that those divorce papers make their way to my lawyer's desk as soon as possible.
Yeah, I heard you the first time, doofus. I want to get married to Donnie as soon as I can, so don't worry, honey pumpkin. This divorce will be over with before you know it, and then we can finally wash our hands of you. Oh, he's calling me to bed now. Gotta shoot. Time for some steamy fun with the stallion. Toodles! Hey, Rachel, Donnie says he paid both of our shares of the compensation, so you should have your full 40K now. He said he sent the divorce papers off to your lawyer's office a few days ago. Is the divorce still not finalized?
I don't need constant updates from you, Lizzie. Donnie's in touch with my lawyer, so save yourself the trouble.
But don't you see? I want to update you, honey bun, because I relish in it. Do you have any idea how hard I had to work to get the upper hand over you? You could at least be a good sport so I can enjoy the fruits of my efforts.
Get the upper hand over me? What's that supposed to mean?
Wake up and smell the coffee already, doofus. I'm living in what used to be your mansion here. But now you're nothing but a worn-out has-been living in a heap of junk apartment not fit for the cockroaches that infest it. You always were the most insufferable goody-two-shoes back in college, weren't you? God, the way you sucked up to the teachers infuriated me to no end. But it turns out you were just an extra here to support me, the main character, all along. You had some nerve to marry someone as rich as Donnie. I was livid when I found out you were tying the knot. Livid.
So is that why you decided to go after him, to get back at me?
Who cares what my reasons were? The fact is that he loves me now, regardless. And now, your pompous air of self-importance is nothing but a distant memory after I romantically and financially beat the crap out of you. Bam, pow, crack. I tell you, sweetie pie, I couldn't feel any more refreshed. I'm picking up good vibrations.
So this was nothing but a desperate scheme to heal your wounded pride all along? I must say, I'm kind of disappointed in you.
Huh?
I'm heading out to hand the divorce papers in now. The two of you are officially free to do what you like.
Woohoo! Yippee! Yahoo! Looks like me and my precious Donnykins have a marriage to register for tomorrow. Are you back from the clerk's office yet?
Did you register to get married by any chance?
Yeah, of course. We handed everything in first thing this morning at lightning speed. No brakes on the love train. With this, my ascent to the ranks of the select chosen few of the mansion-owning, ultra-celeb housewives of the world is complete.
Ultra-celeb housewives?
Yes, doofus, ultra-celeb housewives. 'Cause as of today, I'm married to Donnie, my filthy rich love muffin. I know you're probably still reeling from the shock of losing everything, but you should at least still be able to read basic English.
I see. The thing is, Lizzie, Donnie isn't filthy rich at all. He's actually up to his ears in debt.
What did you just say?
Meh, whatever. Judging from your constant boasting, you're head over heels in love with the guy, so what should it matter if he's in dire straits financially?
Wait, Rachel, what the hell are you talking about?
Wait, do you still not know? He borrowed the $40,000 he paid me in compensation from his uncle.
Huh?
On top of the $10,000 debt he was in to begin with, he must owe a square $50,000 by now. Good luck paying off his $50,000 of debt as a couple.
What the fuck? Rachel, what the heck is this? Are you telling me this huge mansion we're living in never belonged to Donnie? He said it was his family home, that he inherited it from his dad. Why do we have to leave?
Donnie doesn't have a family home anymore.
What? Why not?
Good grief. You married Donnie without knowing a single thing about his circumstances, didn't you? And what's worse, you didn't even bother to ask.
What are you talking about? None of this makes any sense.
Donnie's hometown is so far away you'd have to spend half a day on an airplane to get there. His mom took full custody of him when his parents divorced when he was 10. His mom remarried when he was an adult. She currently lives in Minnesota with her new husband. She no longer has anything to do with Donnie's real dad whatsoever. And Donnie hasn't seen him in decades, which means Donnie no longer has a family home.
Then, who does this mansion belong to?
It originally belonged to my mom after she inherited it from my grandpa, her dad. Then when my mom passed, it went to my aunt. But then my aunt married and went to live with a guy she met down in Wyoming. She didn't want to sell it because of the sentimental value it had to all of us, but she also hated the idea of leaving it empty to rot, so she left me in charge of managing the place. Not long after I started doing that, me and Donnie got married, so we figured it made sense to move in there together.
Wait a second, does that mean... No way.
Yes way. Donnie could live 1,000,000 lifetimes and he still wouldn't have a hope in hell's chance of getting his mitts on that mansion. It has literally nothing to do with him now. After talking things over with my aunt, we've decided to put it on the market and sell up. So if the pair of you don't get out pronto, you're going to find yourselves in a really awkward situation.
Why didn't you tell me any of this before? We already got freaking married, goddammit!
But I did tell you.
Huh?
You were so insistent the mansion belonged to Donnie, but if you check through the chat logs, you'll see I did tell you were wrong.
What? Oh my god.
Go on, go ahead and check, it's all there.
Rachel, can I ask you one thing?
What is it?
Donnie's salary, how much does he make a year again?
His salary? If my memory serves me right, I think he made something like $25K last year.
25K? Is that all? How can that be when he lives such an extravagant lifestyle?
Where do you think he got that extra 10K of debt from? You know, aside from the 40K he just borrowed from his uncle to pay me in compensation. Apparently he used up all of his original savings on you when you constantly pestered him to buy you luxury branded clothing. It would appear that not wanting to destroy his hard-cultivated Mr. Rockefeller image, he went into debt so he could carry on lavishing gifts neither of you could afford on you to keep up the facade.
What? He destroyed his finances to buy me gifts? Oh, you've got to be joking me.
To be honest with you, I get the impression that even renting yourselves out a new apartment would be difficult at this point.
Oh my god. But I just sold my apartment to live with this broke loser. Ugh.
Oopsie. Now forgive me if it seems like I'm prying, but tell me, Lizzie, am I right in thinking relations between you and your parents are too frosty for you to rely on either of them for help? It's just I remember you saying something like that to me back in college is all.
Yes, that's right. Where am I supposed to live now? I'm in the mother of all predicaments here.
Turns out it's your lucky day. I hear Donnie's uncle, you know, the one who lent him my $40,000 in compensation, is willing to take the both of you into his home on the condition that you look after the place and do all of his grocery shopping. Generous, right?
What?
Wow, did he seriously not tell you about that either? You guys have some severe communication issues.
This is the first I've heard of it. He doesn't tell me anything.
Well, how about you go try asking him now? I'm busy unpacking my things in my new house, so I don't really have time for this back and forth with you at the moment. Mind if we call it a day here?
Your new house?
Yep. I bought myself a place in Beverly Hills when I decided on the divorce.
A place in Beverly Hills?
Yep. It's a pretty old house, but I think it just adds to the charm. It's really lovely. What am I saying? It's Beverly Hills. Of course you already know how lovely it is.
Rachel, how is this possible? I thought you were just a regular company employee.
Yeah, my company's salary is about as average as it gets, but I have a side hustle which brings me in a tasty sum every month.
Side hustle? What's that? Ugh, forget it. Just let me live with you.
Not in a million years, honey pumpkin.
Why not?
Why would you move in with me when Donnie's uncle has so kindly agreed to let you live with him? Besides, you and I are strangers now. You have nothing to do with me.
But I thought we were friends.
The idea of the scheming gold digger who stole my husband thinking of me as her friend is so monumentally gross that the thought alone makes my skin crawl.
Rachel!
I'm pretty sure I already told you this, but good luck paying off his $50,000 of debt as a couple.
No!
3 months passed between me starting to collect proof of the affair and everything finally getting settled. It's nice to finally be able to breathe now that the whole affair is done and dusted, and I can't wait to put it all behind me. Even back in college, Lizzie was always the type who only seemed to be able to understand the concept of love and romance through dollar-tinted glasses. I knew back then that she was destined to end up chasing after men with money to satisfy her lust for the material. I lost count of the amount of times she stole other girls' boyfriends. I never thought it would culminate in her taking my husband, though. That said, something tells me a broke, debt-ridden liar wasn't exactly the knight in shining armor she'd spent her whole life imagining she'd snag. Between you and me, I chuckled a little during our message exchange when the reality of her situation was obviously starting to sink in. Sadly, for my wayward ex-husband and his money-obsessed companion, the only fate that awaits them now is a life cooped up in a tiny apartment with his uncle, who, it just so happens, is rumored to be a huge pervert and serial panty thief with a rap sheet for sex crimes longer than your arm. Could these rumors perhaps have something to do with the crying my friend, who happens to be Donnie's uncle's next-door neighbor, tells me she can hear coming through the walls every night? You know what? There are some things in this world it's better not to know.
I heard your daughter's playing the role of the princess at the Christmas party. Let my daughter Eva play that role. Are we doing this again? It's already been decided, we can't change it. Plus, it's not our place to butt in. Eva gets the main character, that's how it should be. I mean, does Eva even want to play the princess to begin with? From what I heard from my daughter, Eva volunteered to play one of the village people. My daughter's a sweet girl. She gave the princess role to your kid. Your daughter likes Oliver, the boy who plays the king, right? I think Eva knew that. That's why she gave up the princess role. True, my daughter is good friends with Oliver, but I'm not sure if she likes him or not. The one who marries Oliver is my daughter. What? Who are we to decide who our children are going to end up with? I mean, do you even know what Eva thinks of Oliver? My daughter is marrying a rich family. That's how it's going to be. Oliver seems clever, and he's very handsome. If Eva and Oliver get married, their children are going to be so cute. Hey, they're still in elementary school. Isn't it a tad early to think of who they're going to marry? No, it's not. It's important. We have to start thinking about it now. This is our family's parenting motto. Stay out of it. Alright, but maybe you should care more about what Eva thinks and feels. Don't you dare lecture me. You do realize that you are a lesser person than I am, right? What makes you think that? Because I'm the daughter of a landowner, duh. You won't be able to stay in this town if you offend me. You know that, don't you? Not again. Just because your parents own a piece of land doesn't mean you can do whatever you want, you know. You should at least act decently as a person. Are you insinuating that I'm not a decent person? Well, you should reevaluate yourself on how you treat others around you. What don't you like about me? Well, for example, you always make others do things you don't want. But as soon as they do something you don't like, you bitch and complain. You not only bitch and complain, you also ask for consolation money sometimes. And if the other moms talk back to you, you threaten them saying something might happen to their kids. But that's your guys' fault for not doing what I want. I'm the top mom, you know. You guys and I belong to different social classes. You don't even have the right to talk back to me. No one's going to be your friend anymore if you keep that attitude. I'm the top mom, so I will always have friends around me. Anyway, getting back to the Christmas play, talk to your daughter about it, will you? To let Eva play the princess. We've already talked about it. No. I'll make sure you suffer if Eva doesn't get the role. Hey, no threats like that. Then, let Eva play the princess. Your daughter playing the princess role won't cut it, you know? She doesn't even have that princess aura. She doesn't even look like a princess at all. Don't talk like that about my daughter. I'm going to lose it soon unless you stop. I'd like to see you lose it. Not scary at all. I guess talking to you won't change anything. I'll handle it my way. What? What do you mean by that? Sophia? Sophia, will you just stop? Stop what? Don't play dumb. You're talking shit to my daughter on her way back from school. That's because you won't let Eva get the princess role. I'll stop if you let Eva play the princess. No, I will not do that. I'm going to have to report it to school unless you stop hurting my daughter. Huh? You don't have to report it to school. Come on. Yes, I do. I'll let the school know unless you stop. Well, are you going to stop? Oh, hush. Fine, I'll stop. Alright. I'm not going to forgive you if you did something like that again. Hey, you promised me you'd never do anything to hurt my daughter, didn't you? Oh, did you hear it from your daughter? Yes, I did. You freaking hit my daughter? Multiple times? She's still crying. Your daughter was being selfish, so I taught her a lesson, using my hands. If they won't listen to what you're saying, then you have to make them listen to you by force, you know? I have a video as proof. Be prepared. What? There was no one around me then. Well, maybe not where you could see. But there was someone who saw the whole thing from a distance. There was? Who was it, by the way? It was Ellie. Ellie? You mean Oliver's mom? That's right. She came running to my daughter when she heard her cry. I guess you took off the second you heard her footsteps. Oh, they were Ellie's footsteps. And Ellie took a video of the whole scene? No, someone else did. Who was videotaping? Where were the other witnesses also? It was Ellie's middle school son that took the video. He was at the Christmas party. Oh yeah, I remember him being there. He was with Ellie and saw the whole thing. He took the video hoping it would help somehow. I had no idea someone was filming that. Of course not. You seemed so focused on hitting my daughter. They brought my daughter back to me. She was in tears. They even gave me the video of you hitting her. I can't thank them enough for that. What? I was sure I could get away with it. And out of all people, Ellie had to see that, huh? She said she wants nothing to do with you anymore, Sophia. Well, that's not going to happen. Eva and Oliver are getting married in the future. Yeah, only in your dream. I'm sure Eva wants to marry a rich, handsome man. Whatever. A police report? You've got to be shitting me. I'm serious. Don't you remember what I told you the other day? I said, I won't forgive you if you did something like this. I'm sorry. Don't take this to the police. No. What you did is a crime. I will not tolerate it. Well, I won't tolerate you filing a police report either. My daddy is going to be mad. Oh, don't worry. I've already talked to your father and got his permission. What? He said we can do whatever we want with you because you obviously committed a crime. I'm his daughter. He would never say that about me. You're just trying to threaten me, aren't you? Call him if you don't believe me. When did you talk to my daddy anyway? As soon as I found out about your violence against my daughter, I went to your father's place. He was working, but he was very polite and helpful. But it makes no sense that he's not going to be on my side. Your father, unlike you, knows what's right and wrong. I'm so glad the whole thing went so smoothly. Well, even if you have my daddy's permission, I won't allow it. You cannot file that police report. Something worse will happen if you don't listen to me. Oh my god. I was thinking about not filing the report if you'd shown some remorse. But obviously you have no remorse whatsoever, so I'm going to go ahead and report it. What? People like you need to get hurt to understand. No, wait! Alright, I'm on my way to the police now. No! I won't let you do that! Hey! How could you do this to me? You! He said he's ready to divorce me anytime. Oh, it's been a while, Sophia. Have you turned over a new leaf yet, now that you've been arrested? Hey, don't talk to me like that. This is all your fault. Eva told me she hates me. I'm sure Eva had been holding it in all this time. Huh? You've been treating Eva like she's your puppet. What are you saying? You made her take some after-school lessons she didn't want to take. You pressured her into getting A+ on all her tests. You made her wear designer clothes she didn't really like. You also chose her friends, for God's sake. Who can she hang out with and who she can't? Well, it's important, isn't it? She kept wanting to hang out with poor kids. I had to be a good mother and stop her from doing that. A good mother would allow her kids to hang out with whomever he or she wants. Parents have no place for kids' friendships. But hanging out with poor kids would ruin her future. If Eva was hanging around with violent kids, maybe yes, you need to say something. But she wasn't. Let her do what she wants. This is my parenting style. You stay out of it. In any case, how are you planning on taking responsibility for this? You're the one who needs to take responsibility for this. And you will pay that consolation money I requested. What? Why the hell would I need to pay you money? You ruined my life. You need to pay me. Even if you don't plan on paying me, I have the right to ask for consolation money. Plus, your father agrees to you paying. Your father is going to help you with the fine and consolation money anyway, isn't he? I'm a full-time housewife with no savings. There's no way I can pay all that by myself. You should be thanking your father for helping you out. You'd be deep in debt if he wasn't. No way in hell would I ever go into debt because of you. You better give me back the money my daddy pays you. And I will also request you pay me $10,000 for emotional distress. Don't be ridiculous. I'm not paying that. I would pay if I were you. Oh no, what are you planning now? Wouldn't you like to know? It's boring just painting graffiti on your house. Maybe I should burn it down. Screw you. How could you say such terrible things? You made me angry. I can understand why your husband and even your daughter got sick and tired of you. Your father is probably the next one to leave you. Bite me! You're being so annoying. I can make you leave this town just like that, you know. Try me. Are you thinking of spreading stupid rumors about me? How did you know that? That's what you always do whenever there's something you don't like. And you always say the same thing. But everyone seems so interested in what I say. I have people who's good at spreading rumors too. That's because they'd get in trouble if they didn't do what you asked them to. But they never really did. They were just pretending to obey you. No one believed any of the rumors you spread anyway. What? Maybe you don't know this, but they hate you more than you think. You're lying! I'm the top mom! They can't hate me! Well, you're just calling yourself the top mom. Huh? I'm the daughter of a landowner. I am a woman of power. Your father is a man of power, yes, but not you. If your father loses his status, what's left of you? Nothing. Don't say that! Ugh, you're going to see hell. I wouldn't do anything stupid if I were you. Screw you! I'm going to make you regret making me angry. Hello, Sophia. What are you up to? Oh, hi. What do you need? I was just curious what you're up to. No, you weren't. Why do you ask? Maybe you're on your break. Are you eating some sweets? Oh, well, how do you know that? Well, you like sweets, so I figure you'd be eating something sweet if you're on your break. Oh, okay. You scared me for a minute there. What are you talking about? I know you're at my house right now. What? Don't be ridiculous. I'm at home. I know everything. Huh? My next door neighbor just called me. She said she saw you break into my house. Apparently, you broke my windows. Oops, I didn't think anyone was watching me. But how did you know I was eating sweets? That's because I have a pet camera inside the room. I was watching you. Oh, wow! Well, now you know. I'm in your house. Ta-da! But you broke into my house. What you're doing right now is trespassing. Do you realize what you've done? I told you you'd see hell. Remember? So I smashed all the expensive-looking plates you had. All of them. You mean the plates on the display shelf? Yep. I figured they're expensive since they were being displayed. I also took some of your expensive items. Of course, I'll also make you pay me $10,000 for emotional distress. I've already called the cops on you. You did? I called them as soon as my neighbor let me know. They should be there any minute. What? Did you really call them? Well, of course. I'm also telling your father about this. Maybe this will be your last time. Wait, we're friends. Are you crazy enough to report your friend to the police? You're the crazy one. Your husband and your daughter are sick of you. And you still keep doing these ridiculous things. Are you stupid or something? Hey, I resent that! Well, you are stupid. Why else would you willingly do something illegal? Alright, I'm sorry. I was angry at you. I just wanted to hurt you a little, that's all. It looks like the only person you hurt was yourself. Please, not the police. And please don't tell my daddy about this. He told me he'd kick me out of the house if I did something again. I wouldn't be able to live on my own. You're old enough to live without your father's help. And you should be embarrassed to be calling your father daddy at your age. How rude! What's it to you how I call my daddy? But anyway, I better get out of here. Don't even bother. I've already gave the police your personal information. They'll catch you even if you try and run. Wait! I hear the police sirens. I told the cops that you're at my place. I think they're coming for you. Oh, they just stopped in front of the house. How am I supposed to get out of the house? You can't. Please, tell them to leave. I won't ask you to pay anything. I'll apologize for everything. We can't let someone like you on the loose. We won't want you causing troubles for others. I did this today because I was mad at you. Oh no. I just got a text from my daddy. Did you tell him? I'm actually with your father right now. I thought I should let him know as soon as possible. That's why I went to your place. No! Seems like it. And it looks like your divorce is finalized also. Yeah. That's why I decided to break into your house today. I don't give a shit about anything anymore. Oh, okay. Oh my god! A cop just looked at me in the eyes. Time for you to get arrested. Sophia could not leave the house without getting arrested. Since this wasn't her first time being arrested, they decided to lock her up this time. Her divorce had been finalized and she had been disowned by her father. Once she's released from prison, she will spend her days in hell alone and sad. But since this is the result of her own wrongdoings, she doesn't deserve any empathy. As for me, I'm planning on making an official request to her to pay for the plate she broke, and for consolation money, I wish her nothing but suffering from now on.